Hey, it's Jeremy from optichouse.com. So, I recently had an idea for a Father's Day card. Because I like drawing weird, creepy shit, I thought, gotta do a Father's Day card that has weird, creepy shit. So, in this piece, the idea, the conceit here, is that I have this little tentacled, one-eyed monster, this little creature. And he's kind of got the feeling of a creature, say, from Monsters, Inc. And he's holding up a goldfish bowl like it's a present. And he's handing it to this giant creature who is mostly off-screen with these massive tentacles with spikes coming out of it. And you just get the feeling that this is some... you already get a sense of scale that he's much bigger than the creature, like a child, to a parent, even bigger than that. But what he's handing him in the goldfish bowl, there's a human kind of pressed against the glass screaming. And, then you get a real sense of scale of just how big and immense this creature is. I just thought, the idea of him, he's giving the daddy creature, Father's Day gift. It's kind of a play on Father's Day and human sacrifice. What better gift to give to an elder god than a human sacrifice for Father's Day? Now, what's funny is that I ended up breaking out one of the tools I haven't used in a good long while. The reason why I called this video, calling it audible, is because the human inside the glass bowl is, pressed against the glass, and I wanted to have him screaming and half cowering in fear. And at this stage, I'd already worked out quite a bit of the composition. I'd worked out the whole composition, but I just wasn't happy with the size of the human in there. You couldn't really see the expression. You couldn't really see, the tension of being pressed against the glass. So I thought to myself, I need to draw this better. So I threw a sheet of vellum on top and redrew the figure in there bigger so that, now he's much more cramped inside of the bowl. But as opposed to making the entire bowl bigger, I just thought, the main thing is that you get the sense that he's in a fishbowl, but you can actually see his posture better and big enough that you could at least get the open mouth and the wordless scream that this guy is having in terror as he looks up and sees this massive thing that's about to consume him. And, sometimes you'll get pretty far in a piece and you realize there's a certain element that isn't working and you just need to change. And this was the piece, so, call an audible. And I broke out the light box, which is what you're seeing now. I don't use my light box very often anymore because it kind of hurts my eyes to stare into the light. But, in this case, I didn't want to have to redraw the entire piece just so I could get that new guy on there. And I also didn't want to draw it on a separate sheet and Photoshop it in later. I wanted it to be part of the original drawing. So, sometimes you got to break out the old tools, and it didn't take me that long staring into the light box, just long enough to trace the figure on there. Then I could go back afterwards and, tighten him up a little bit. And all in all, it's good. I'm always going to have the light box around, to use when I need to. Doesn't just because I don't use it often doesn't mean I'm going to toss it away. Anyway, that's it for now. Check out my website, optichouse.com. Sign up for my mailing list. If you've got any questions, email me or leave them in the comments. That's it for now. Go be creative.